If you weren't able for years to make money in the market with a reward risk above 1, then try something different. If you're doing the same thing over and over again, you can't expect significant change. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. My name is Julius and we're watching the best videos of the trading industry together, so you don't have to do it all by yourself. Today, I want to react to IQ Capital. Never seen a video from them. Asking the top 4 prop traders how they pass challenges. They all use this. So I'm expecting such a big value from this video, okay? Top 4 prop traders. I don't know how they're qualified to be called top 4 prop traders, but they're telling us their secrets in this video, all combined in 20 minutes. So I hope I can learn a lot from this. I hope you can learn something for your own prop trading challenges or funded accounts. And I want to give my opinion on that. I'm trading for many years, 6 years already. I know a thing or two about trading and I want to comment on what I think about their strategies and their tips, so to say. Okay, here we go. You guys leave a sub and a like real quick down below. Thank you for your support. That helps a lot. It's like just 5 seconds of work for you, but it's a big change for my channel. Thank you for your support. And now let's get right into it. Here we go.
4 traders in this video have collectively withdrawn over 10.
If you don't mind, I would make it a little faster so we have enough time to comment on everything here and the video is not getting too long.
$10 million from prop firm. And today, they're going to show you exactly how they do it.
I'm targeting the high, just the trend follow. My take profit.
Okay, I do not know him. I'm not that big into the prop trading scene, so to say, into the bubble, because I'm not the biggest fan of funded accounts or prop trading challenges at all. I'm much rather trading my own small equity account. But nevertheless, trading should be the same for everything here.
Gonna be roughly at $600, right? Market is still popping up.
So how much did you just make?
6K.
That was like 50 seconds.
Most traders
6K in 50 seconds, alright.
are stuck in the same cycle. They buy a challenge, blow it, buy the next one, and never figure out why it keeps happening. They follow
I don't think that traders buy a challenge and blow it and buy the next one. I think the bigger problem is they spend some money for 1, 2, 3, 4 challenges until they finally pass one. And then they have a funded account for a while until, for whatever reason that is, because their trading is too bad or the rules are too strict or whatsoever, they lose the funded account and basically have to start with 0. And all the weeks, the months that were put into trading the funded account are basically for nothing. Okay, that is the big problem I see with funded trading.
the same advice, copy the same setup,
While in a small equity account, the work that you put into it and build very small step-by-step equity is not for nothing if you have a decent risk management and not lose the entire account.
and wonder why the results stay the same. The traders in this video went through the exact same. 10 million in combined payouts later, they're sitting
Alright.
down today to show
4 traders with 10 million combined payout, alright.
exactly what made the difference. I asked each of them the same question. What's the best way to pass a challenge? Top 4 traders and 4 so far unshared answers. And by the end of this video, you'll have a framework that comes directly from people who are living proof that it works.
Okay, sounds good. So the best way to learn is to learn from successful people, what they have to say. We're gonna listen to that and let's find out.
Here's who you're hearing from today. Matthias Fernholz, a professional scalper with hundreds of thousands in payouts.
All right.
Robert Rother, former hedge fund manager with 150 million AUM and 1 million in payouts.
1 million in payouts.
Henrik Thomas, golden boy. At 19 years old, he's making 30K in payouts per month.
Alright, okay, these people have to know something.
And finally, our secret guest, one of the best traders in the world who's placed top 5 in the World Championship of Trading 4 times.
4 times, okay, because 1 time could be a little lucky, but 4 times that definitely means this guy knows what he's talking about.
Today, each of these traders is going to share the exact strategy they use to pass challenges, stay funded, and get payouts at IQ Capital. Starting with Matthias and the framework he built to make him a top 0.1%.
Is IQ Capital, is this a prop trading provider? Get funded with number 1 prop. Oh, it is IQ Capital. Yeah, now I think I heard of them before. IQ Capital. Okay, that is a prop trading provider, basically making some advertising channel here. And yeah, but if the content is really good and it seems like it's a professional content, good structured, good video quality, then I'm all about it.
percent earner across all prop traders. And he even took a live trade in front of me and made $6,000 in under a minute.
I'm here with Matthias. Matthias, what is the best way to pass a prop firm challenge?
Well, the best way to pass it, to have a fixed risk-reward ratio of 2 to 1, like to have a positive risk-reward ratio.
Probably he's talking about a reward risk ratio and not a risk reward ratio from 2 to 1 because... Or is he talking about a risk reward from 2 to 1? I'm not sure, because usually when people talk about reward risk, they mention 2 to 1. But I'm not too sure if that is what he meant here. If he's talking about a positive reward risk above 1 or below 1, I'm not sure.
And a land rate over 50%. Sounds very easy. We have right now here...
Okay, yeah, so he meant a reward risk ratio from 2 to 1 and with a win rate above 50%.
The US opening 5-minute chart. And you...
What are we trading here? M and Q. Okay, so this is the Nasdaq in a 5-minute chart.
can see, like we were long
Is that the VWAP?
all day, right? Like if you watch this here, we are long all day. Yeah, since midnight, like midnight German time, we are long, all the way long, above the VWAP. And what I'm trying to do is just to follow the trend of the market, right?
Well, okay, if in the case where the trend is that obvious, of course you should only be a buyer, okay? But there are a lot of scenarios in which the trend is not that clear for the day.
So we are here in micro Nasdaq, and obviously we are long, like I said, and the chance that we still go more long after the correction is pretty big. So
True.
what I'm doing is I'm targeting the high.
So he's using like no indicators. He's basically just watching the 5-minute price action and is going for a trend direction.
Just the trend follow. Yeah, and for me, the thing is just, like I have around about 100 points here to go, yeah, like to the 29,800. Like for me, it's important to know my risk. I'm gonna scale in a bit. I'm gonna jump into...
Is this the guy who's making $6,000 in 50 seconds and he's in a micro future? So he definitely needs to scale his position size because with 5 contracts, with 5 micro contracts, I don't know if 6K is possible that fast.
the trade.
Okay, so what are we seeing here? I want to comment on it. He's trading live, which is first of all a great thing that we can see a allegedly very, very good prop trader trade live here, and I can comment on that. So he put in his stop loss, and now he told us before that he wants to go for a 2 to 1 with this one.
And for small risk of $300, my take profit gonna be roughly at $600, right?
All right, $600.
Like I'm gonna target this high here.
I think the entry is a little bit random. There's a big chance this is one of the first candles, if not the first candle of the opening in the Nasdaq. The chance is 100% there that the market is retesting this low and stops him out, okay, before eventually going higher. I have to agree with him. The chance that we are going higher in such a clear trend is above 50%. In this case, the entry seems to be a little random from the first look.
Yeah. So basically I had a deep correction into this price area here, where the candle were always popping up. Like we had the trend here along, and we were in a range, in a small range, where my mouse is, right? And now we just exploded again. We made the pullback in the US session. We have a nice rig down here. And I have a positive RR, trading the market with the
So far that works out for him perfectly fine. Looks really, really good. And he's at the IQ Capital dashboard. I do not know much about this prop firm, what the rules are. Maybe they're really, really fair and it's really easy or reasonable to make a living with IQ Capital. As I told you before, I had 1 or 2 bad experience with prop firms. So therefore, I was not trading a challenge for a long time currently. But IQ Capital, maybe it's good.
$600 take profit, $300.
If you know something about this prop firm, leave me a comment down below. Thank you.
Plus in the currently ongoing trend.
So I want to know the secrets of those traders. And right now this seems to be a little random. He's just telling us, okay, he wants to go with the trend. So, but at least we're going to see some live, we're seeing some live trading here. Okay, so that is more than I expected.
After that, I'm going to show you my book map, which I've showed the people in the interview before, right?
Okay, it's also using
That's my magic
which is a heat map software.
tool, let's say. So right now you can see we have 300.
Okay, now the chances for a breakout long are incredibly high. Okay, if such a first 5-minute candle developed, even though it's just still in between the opening and the close of the 5-minute candle, but if it developed in such a bullish pin bar, there are buyers who are entering now.
Dollar here already. Market is still popping up. Can go break even now. like slightly above.
Yeah, why not? And this is what I'm talking about. Okay, the chance were so big. Now his take profit is gonna be hit with a 95% chance now. Yeah, and there it is.
Markets, yeah.
Very, very good trade. If he was able to catch that, yeah, that's just an excellent trade,
It's popping, it's great, beautiful setup.
Wow.
Here you can see it, like I have, 1 second, all the accounts right there, 10 accounts in profit, right?
Ah, now I get it. This is how he's making the $6,000 in like a couple of seconds, because he's like trading 10 accounts at the same time here with IQ Capital. Of course, this is the great thing about prop trading. Okay, this is not possible with an equity account unless you have 10 equity accounts, but then you could just trade one with bigger size. But with those prop trading accounts, this is really good. Like your risk is limited and you can stack those accounts and trade them on the same time. And this is the great thing about prop trading. Okay, I have to fully admit that.
You can see it here on the right side. 10
Great.
times $600. And now we're gonna jump into Bookmap.
So how much did you just make?
$6,000,
$6,000.
It was like 50 seconds.
right? That's it. But here you have the tool. So what did we see right here? Like there was the opening in the market, right? And we dropped down to 29,670 level. Yeah, that's what we've seen before on the chart. So what did I do? I wait until the market drops down a little bit here. I jumped into the market, took so long. But why did I took so long? Like when I went in, we were somewhat here, like in this range, right?
Okay, now he's explaining a little bit more in detail how he was able to catch the trade.
It's 15:30 German time. I'm sorry for that. But here in the range, we jumped into the
I'm not mad about the German time. I'm a German myself, so this is very easy for me to identify.
trade. But why? The trend was long, and the liquidity was all the way long. So the chance that the market takes out
Yeah, okay. I'm not the biggest fan about his of his settings here in Bookmap, but there was still big liquidity below as well, yeah.
and the liquidity was all the way long. So the chance that the market takes out the day high was bigger than that he drops down. And for me, the confirmation right here was the liquidity up here. Here you can see.
But at
the
this point, he
750
was already in the trade, wasn't he?
level, 29,750, bigger liquidity.
Yeah.
But the buyers went in, the big green bubbles, market buyers. Long
Yeah, guys, some people can't just trade. Sometimes it's just as easy as that, okay? He is able to use Bookmap, to analyze Bookmap, to see everything in the chart. Some people can't just trade, okay? They explain to you very, very simple stuff, but they are just able to do it.
long, we could even take it higher. 29.8 would be a good level. Psychologically, sorry, and with the liquidity, obviously. But for me, the most important thing is to have RR, which is positive. I must gain twice as much money like I'm losing.
And this is the hard part. I'm not all about a very, very high reward risk ratio. So I have a mechanical strategy. You know, you guys, I'm a big fan of mechanical strategies in which you do the same rules over and over again each day, which has a reward risk below 1. Okay, so I have twice the amount of risk than reward. Some of you guys and a lot of gurus would say, oh, that is the worst case possible. But on some occasions, if your win rate is just big enough, it's actually pretty easy for your mind because you win a lot. Of course, if you lose a little bigger. But that can work as well. For sure, 100%. I'm a big advocate of that.
And have a land rate over 50%.
If you weren't able for years to make money in the market with a reward risk above 1, like let's say a 2-to-1 reward risk, if you're not able to make money with that for years, then try something different. If you're doing the same thing over and over again, you can't expect significant change. And if you want change because you're not able to make money, then you have to change something in your trading. Okay, so why don't you try risking more than you would earn on this trade? Maybe it's just like your entry that is always a little too late, too early, whatsoever, and you need a little bit more buffer to your stop loss, a little bit more leeway, and then all of a sudden you're profitable, even though you are in theory breaking the biggest rule, positive reward risk. Okay, but try something different, guys. You are the creator of your world. You can do anything you want, no matter what people are saying. He's trading good with a conservative, good 2-to-1 reward risk ratio. But that doesn't mean that this works for you as well.
And my day's done. Like we are sitting here 4 minutes, 5 minutes, my day's done.
Matthias uses order flow, bookmap, and basic price action. He looks for one trade per day across multiple copied prop accounts. Now next up is Robert Rother. And as a former hedge fund manager, you'd think he's coded the matrix to find his edge. But it's actually the complete opposite. What he does is so simple, it's actually incredible. Here's what he told me.
Put it in one sentence, my niche in day trading is to detect when algorithms are going to buy and sell.
Robert, we have
Alright, new approach, algorithmic trading, analyzing the algorithms.
the chart pulled up. This looks like Bookmap, a lot more complex than I thought it was going to be. What exactly are you looking at here?
This is Bookmap, and this is my main analysis tool for reading the market during the day. What we can see here is a detailed view. On the right side, the blue lines here that we
It's a little laggy here.
the green lines, these are buy limit orders that are inside the market. The red ones, these are sell limit orders.
Yeah, okay, we do not need a full explanation of a heat map here.
So I know where people want to buy and where they want to sell. There is liquidity.
Yeah, okay.
And you see prices tending to go to liquidity. This
Yes.
is like a magnet, we could say, yeah. Okay, if I am a big player and I want to buy large quantity, or if I want to sell large quantity, if I do this in an area with no liquidity, the price would move and drop or just rise into price levels which are not fair for me. So if you buy or sell, you always need a counterpart. Yeah. If I want to buy, you need somebody who wants to sell. Very simple. If you don't have somebody to sell, then your price will go into the sky if the market comes from
Are they all Germans here? The accent is pretty heavy.
low to
So I'm beginning to think that IQ Capital is some kind of a German prop trading provider, because so far the German accent is very present in this video.
VWAP, I go exactly
Hopefully mine is not too bad.
short at VWAP. Then I'm stopped out, so I accept my loss.
So he wants to tell us he's just trading into the direction of the biggest liquidity. Yeah, could work, but there are enough examples where this isn't working. Guys, trust me, I tried it all. Just trading into the liquidity direction. There's also this saying, a lot of gurus and a lot of actually wise people, okay? They're not too bad. They have this saying that as long as you are below a big liquidity, you should search for short trades. And as long as you are above a big liquidity, you should rather search for long trades. Okay, so the magnet thing isn't working every time.
And then, yeah, if the market goes above VWAP and is coming back to VWAP, then I would go long. Right now, what I'm trading here, I have a fixed take profit of 11 ticks and a stop loss of 10 ticks.
In the ES, okay, then 11 ticks is a little more than the Nasdaq.
In the ES. These are prop firms that I'm trading here right now, and these are 50k prop firms for me, because I think they have the best risk to.
He's actually trading in Bookmap, okay? Never seen that before. Not a lot of people are doing that.
Reward ratio, yeah, in this case. And then I'm trading up 1 or 2 contracts at a time, not more. Yeah, so I'm very conservative in my trading. Also, every day I basically only do 1 or 2 trades and business is done. I'm not. People think a scalper has to do 100 trades a day. No, definitely not. My winning rate right now is round about 75 to 80%.
Wow! That's huge! That is a big win rate.
There is over 30 years of trading experience behind this from the institutional level, and I just broke it down to the absolutely minimum according to my experience.
Don't get me wrong, if I'm criticizing here something, I do not want to say by any means that those people do not know what they are talking about. He has 30 years of experience on an institutional level. I don't have that. Keep that in mind, I don't have that. I'm just talking about my personal experience and why I think if I would start trading like that, that could be difficult for me. Okay, so when I'm saying, okay, if I'd start trading now, like the big liquidity thing, acting as a magnet, I know for certain that this would lead to a lot of losses for me personally. I'm not him.
And I try to make trading as simple as possible. Keep it
Which is always the right thing to do.
as simple as possible. And if trading becomes really boring, then you become successful. There is no excitement in it.
So true.
Once you start to feel excitement, you do something wrong. This is really the short-term trading, what I'm doing for my order execution in Bookmap. Then I am using TradingView, I think everyone knows this, to get a bigger picture of the situation.
Okay.
For the long-term view. See the market here, touching exactly VWAP, selling orders are coming, and we have this movement. I make money. And I'm out here already, yeah. Second time, market is exactly coming to VWAP, and we have a big sell-off. We can see here market is moving around VWAP, and this means also there is confirmation. This is like a fair price level. Well,
Yeah, but in those scenarios, if he's trying to to sell when the market is touching a VWAP. Like in this example here, the market actually just broke through, okay? He probably was stopped out if you tried to sell at this scenario, okay? He's only going for a couple of ticks, so this works for him a lot. This one's probably a winner. On the other way around, in an example like this, where the market's coming from above the VWAP and he's looking for longs, he would again be stopped out. So in situations where the market is not finding support and resistance at the VWAP that easily, okay, in this scenario where the market is like chopping around, his style of trading with the VWAP is not working that good, isn't it?
A lot of money is being, changing hands, Until market is moving away, the most important thing that I look at is the volatility index, or VIX.
Okay. I'm actually not a big VIX user.
This is what most of the traders really do not even consider.
I considered it, but actually I couldn't find any big value. I also tried comparing a correlation between VIX and an average true range in the charts, setting up a kind of mechanical strategy. It wasn't working that good.
We have a volatility index above 20 and even further. Most of the traders are going to fail and lose money. They're using the same strategy and then they're wondering, why am I losing money right now? Yeah. The thing is, if the volatility is above 20, the
thing is
order book is going to change. We have bigger movements and we have less liquidity. This creates stronger sweeps. Yeah, I mean, for example, the market is falling 10 points and they're going back 10 points again. So you have to adjust your position management. For example, if I use right now a stop loss of 10 ticks, if the volatility goes up, maybe I'm using 15 or 20 ticks.
Skip a little bit
but
here?
I actually meant they don't even know what is volatility.
Robert uses VWAP and liquidity clustering for his edge. He's focused on what big money is actually doing and looks for simple.
It's very, very simple what he's doing. As far as we understood it now from his explanation, you don't need 30 years of experience on an institutional level to trade VWAP and liquidities on Bookmap. Maybe there's more to it, but so far this is very, very simple. But again, I can remember you guys, some people just are profitable with that, okay? They just can't trade because they have the right feelings and the right experience with their strategy. And if one of us is trying that, they're probably gonna fail first, okay?
Bounces off VWAP as trading opportunities, only taking a few trades per day at most. Next up is Henrik Thomas. Henrik's approach is a little more advanced, but at just 19 years old, he's used this system to generate
this one. That's the guy who's making $30,000 payouts every month.
30K per month in payouts. Here's what he told me. Henrik, what is the best way to pass a prop challenge?
Well, I'm glad you asked that, Brandon. It's actually the simplest and the easiest strategy that I use for anything. And the only thing that really stops me from just using the strategy is that you need a lot of patience for it. So it's actually called intraday swing trading, and it's a specific trade that you do with intraday swing trading. And the build up to that is simply you'd go into your chosen market. In this case, I'm going to do the S&P 500, and you draw on your business zones. So that's your value area highs and lows. You pick out a certain length or distance, or you can just mark that specific level. So
now it's get a little bit more advanced here. Let's get right into something deeper. Here, using the footprint, value area, high and low, okay, basic volume analysis, and intraday swing trading, which might be a good thing for prop trading.
I explained in the previous video exactly what value areas are, but you draw those in, and you don't even need to know the logic or the thinking or what they even are. You draw them in the market profiling in your chosen markets, and you do a very, very simple trade. That's called a trend following, in this case, counter trade or breakout trade. In this case, we take a look at yesterday, which is where we had the S&P 500, and you had these two business zones. So you had one here and one here. You get the market open at 5:30, and that goes bearish. Now it consolidates below the business zone.
A business zone. He's calling it a business zone. Is that the point of control?
Then it reverses. It goes up. It briefly moves above the business zone and doesn't find acceptance. Now, from this point, I'm interested. This is interesting for me. It's at the business zone. It's showing bullish intent, but it hasn't had the follow through yet. If you look at delta, so CVD delta for the day, you've got buyers aggressively getting into the market more and more as the day goes on. So you've got...
Yeah, but as the day goes on, also the price is increasing. Okay, so there's no big delta divergence with the cum delta. So, yeah.
Enough bullish, in this case, sentiment to where a long makes sense. So you wait for price to go quickly once above the zone, go back under it, and then this time, the second...
Which zone is that? Business zone? I never heard of business zone. Is that the point of control? Is that the value area, high, low? What is it?
time it goes above the zone, in this case, a second time where it goes a certain direction. That is...
And which time frame is that? I think I missed that.
When you want to make your entry. So in this case, yesterday you had a short, long move in 5M, and then the second time, And I think
I'm not sure if you can see that properly, guys. It's very, very small.
in 1 minute, this looks a lot nicer,
So looking at that on your phone is probably impossible.
actually. But you see in 1 minute here, you have a really nice breakout here with equal highs. So you just start looking for a long there, which is not the first long attempt in that area at that zone. That's where you make your entry when it's been tested once already, and you're following the overall movement. And then you make the entry, you take it from one business zone to the other. As you can see yesterday, that worked really well. And you do need to let it run. That's the only thing holding you back, and why I don't like to do it for most of my other accounts when I have them running. But when it's an evaluation account, I have the time. So I can just let it run on that one eval, and I can focus on my funded accounts or my own capital. So that for me is the simplest, the
Okay, he's giving you a very, very great tip for winning a prop trading challenge.
easiest and the best strategy for passing evaluation. You wait for a trend following trade at the business zone, and you take
I'm still thinking that business zone is more or less a point of control. Let me Google it real quick. Let's ask Gemini. Is business zone another term for point of control in volume analysis trading? Let's see what Gemini is answering. No, business zone is not an official or standard industry term for the point of control. Okay, so it's not a synonym. I'm not too sure of which is talking about, but definitely some kind of value area.
take it from one business zone to the other, and how much risk you decide to use is completely up to you.
Henrik trades intraday swing setups around marked value areas or business zones, waiting for price to test a zone, reject it, and then confirm direction on the second move. He looks
Maybe it's just a volume cluster in which a lot of volume was printed. I wonder which market profile is he using? A daily profile, I can imagine.
for trend following or breakout entries with supporting momentum, like
So if you find this interesting, definitely make sure to check out the video and check out the individual traders. Unfortunately, they're not linked in the description, but guess we have to check out the individuals at some point.
bullish delta. Then he aims to hold the trade from one business zone to the next. And finally, our secret guest, Christoph Radiker, founder of IQ Capital and multi-time
Ooh, he's the founder. Okay, is he making money just from the prop firm IQ Capital, or is he a good trader himself?
top finisher in the World Championship
Ah, he was a World Championship winner. All right, all right.
of trading. Christoph lives on 3 simple setups to not only pass challenges, but keep earning deep into funded accounts. Here's what he told me. Christoph, what do you do to pass a prop firm challenge consistently?
So first of all, I really try to understand, do we have contraction and volatility, or do we have really a momentum going on in the market or not? And this is how I make my decisions. Do I have certainty, or relative certainty when it comes down to structure? Do I understand the underlying volatility? What news are coming up? So preparation for the day is, in my view, is the key. It's not just I sit at the computer, say hello, I just press a button. No, okay. And then when it comes down to the next step for me is really go into the smaller time frames, and I just trade the regular trading hours in the US market. Okay, so I'm a guy who trades the regular trading session. Why? I'm based in Europe, but what I've learned over the time is that another golden rule of mine: if I do too much, I will not be able to maintain the performance. So I'm trying to avoid too many
I think that is what a lot of traders are doing. Okay, just trading the regular trading hours.
hours in front of a computer. I try to find 1 or 2 good trades a day. I have 2-3 setups what I do like. The first one you can already
Now it gets interesting.
maybe spot. It's a setup which I call gap and go. It means if there's a gap between these sessions, what you can see here, for example, there is more buyers overnight. And then the gap and go question comes up: do we have trend continuation or not? And that's, in my opinion, the key question for day trader to answer. Do we have gap and trend, or do we have consolidation? And that's, if I can answer that question, I have already answered quite a bit. So
That's true.
first setup, what I love to do is trend with the overall trend of overnight. And if I have a gap, I will try to trade not towards a gap, I will try to trade with the flow of the money. And that's
Towards the gap or in gap direction. Not too sure what he meant here. He told us, okay, he wants to trade into the direction of the pre-market, what happens overnight. So in this case, if the market is going long, he would search for continuation long.
basically what I do here. It's very obvious. I think when we have here trend gaps, I will try to trade, especially when there's momentum in direction of the gap.
Okay, good to know, but I'm not sure if he's aware that, maybe he is, that about 75% of all gaps are being closed in the course of 1 to 2 trading days, okay? So 75% of all gaps are being closed relatively quickly. Okay, there are some exceptions where gap is open for the course of many trading days, but most of the gaps are being closed relatively quickly. Okay, so he has to be really careful with that.
First thing, what I'm trying to do, I try to be in the helicopter view. Ideally, I want to maybe wait a little.
So look at this gap. This gap was not closed on this initial trading day, but immediately on the next one.
Bit, maybe the first 1 minute, 2 minutes, because it's just too volatile. But if then after a few minutes there's a breakout in the direction of the gap, I like to try take a bet on that. So gap and go, or to understand if there's a potential gap fill coming. And the other setup, what I love.
Okay, so he's making a difference. On some occasions, he's just analyzing whether a gap close could occur.
Do is I like to trade the strongest market, and I try to short if I want to short the weakest market. And
so his tips aren't that helpful until now. He's basically telling us, okay, if the market is long, then I buy. If the market is short, I sell. Well, we know that.
US, we have this beautiful option to have the S&P, the Nasdaq, the Dow, and the Russell. And here, I'm trying to basically just long the market, which is the strongest, or short
Okay.
the market, which
That's a good tip.
is the weakest. So last couple of days, if you look again at the daily chart, for example, we have seen until yesterday, we have made new all-time highs. To bet against the all-time highs can be tricky, especially as a day trader. It doesn't really make sense. So yesterday we saw a reversal, but until then, I wanted in the last couple of weeks, I wanted to be long more in the Dow instead of being long the Nasdaq.
Makes sense. Okay, that is a good recommendation, good advice actually.
So that's also a setup what I like. It's quite simple. I believe in simplicity, and that's the setup what it.
4 elite traders, 4 frameworks, and surprisingly, most of them are pretty simple. I think we can agree.
Because that's the key to success, guys. Believe me, simplicity.
The primary takeaway from this video is that trading doesn't have to be complicated. It's about first, finding a setup that has an edge, and second, obsessively applying that setup with responsible risk management and letting the math play out over time. As for what these top traders mostly used, order flow, basic price action, and market structure while looking for breakouts or trend following opportunities. No MACD, no RSI, no Fibonacci. And all of them focus on day trading or.
Okay, so this was a really good video. The quality was incredible. Deserves a like. What can I say? I think from the third trader, I forgot his name. It's like the English gentleman here. If I had to choose one trading style, I would probably go with his one. Trading from one value area, point of control whatsoever, to the next one with a with a daily volume profile, because I think that makes the most sense in a analytical way of analyzing the market. I would choose his style of trading because it was explained the best and made the most sense to me. Okay, so you can write down in the comments below what you think about the tips from those top 4 prop traders and which trading style would you choose, which suits you best. Thank you for your support. Thank you for watching this video with me. Hopefully you could learn something. Hopefully my comments were kind of interesting. Thank you for your support. Leave a like also on my video, and then we're gonna see us next time. Take care of yourself, guys, and good luck with trading this week. Bye bye.